Welcome back to the channel. The water has finally went down far enough to where I can get out to some of my favorite hunting spots. You know, the river's been flooded a lot here lately. We got what you can see here. Every bit of this swamp right here was about 3 foot deep in water the last time I come out here a few months ago. And it's finally fell down enough. When I had a pretty nice buck that I was hunting in here last year. What I'm gonna do is, I know where all the deer was bedding at in here. I'm gonna get all the way down in here on the edge of that bedding, and because it's June, I'm gonna try walking around inside of the bedding area, figure out exactly where they bedding at. This year, you know, because the way he came, every time I seen him, it was always he came in and out of a different spot. He didn't have a specific entrance or exit of the bedding area. And I guess it's really depending on what wind direction he was having. But what I'm going to do is get down in here to the last known spot that I actually seen him run in. And last year there was a bunch of rubs and stuff leading in there. So I'm going to go in right there, get in there. On the map, it shows that there's a few bigger trees in this area. I'm gonna say this little area is probably 20 acres of land that is like extra thick. They cleared it years ago and never replanted it, and they just let everything grow back up in it. And it's got a bunch of, I say 3-inch trees growing up, and I mean it is slammed full. But according to the map, you know, and it shows there's a few decent sized trees in there. I want to get in there, you know, just zigzag around in there and see if I can find a good setup on inside of that bedding area. Because I can, depending on where it's at, you know, I can entrance the bedding area without crossing or walking in on his trail, on any of the trails, you know, and I can access it on all 4 sides of it. It really just depends on what I find in there and what kind of setup I can get. But I'm fixing to get quiet, because from here on in I may jump up some deer and stuff. I brought the big camera with me today, that way if I do sneak up on anything, I can whip it out and we can zoom in on them. But once we get down in there, oh, and I do got a trail camera. I'm going to try to get in there. If I can find a good trail, I'm going to set a trail camera up, see if we can't get some pictures of him. Because last year, every time I seen him, he was always in an area where, you know, I was catching a glimpse of him and I couldn't never get him on camera. I did have him on camera before hunting season come in last year. He run past me. I was out here hog hunting and he come past me, and I got some pretty good footage of it. Now, before I get too far down in here, I wanted to show you what I was talking about. If you can see, if you look, there is the open swamp, and it's like that. I'm right on the transition line. You can see how I was talking about all these really thick trees, and it gets thicker the further down we go. I'm on the southernmost end of it. I'm gonna try to get all the way up to the north point of it. But you can see, I mean, it's almost like a straight line, straight down, and right down that line, anything on the left, it gets really thick. Anything on the right is this open swamp. And then last year, he was coming in and out of the northernmost end of it. And that's where I want to get down in there too. He may not be in here right now, You know, I mean, I see a lot of fresh deer tracks and hog tracks, but every year for the past 3 years I've been seeing some really nice bucks coming in and out of this bedding area. 4 years ago, I shot a nice 7-point and a 6-point on a check-in hunt on the west side of this bedding area. The following year, I shot a really nice 8-point on the west side of this bedding area. Last year, there was this, he looked like a really big 8 or a nice 10-point coming in and out of this right side on the east side of the bedding area. So that's why I want to get in it and kind of like do some zigzagging through there and figure it out. You know, because this little bedding area right here holds some pretty good bucks. Alright, I'm going to get up in here, get you turned on as soon as we find something. Hey, I just jumped up two hogs over here. They run off in this thicket. I'm going to see if I can sneak back up on them. They went in that thicket right there. The last time I seen them, they was just on the other side of it, walking around. Let's see if I can get on them. Try to find them. There they are. They still right there. They little bitty or nice eating size anyways. He's sitting there feeding. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of them. My wind's blowing straight at them. They gonna catch my wind pretty soon. One, two, three. Daggone mosquitoes is eating me up. I seen more than that a while ago now. And I found a pretty good trail. I'm in what you can see. Oh, I remember you can see how thick it is. This is what I was talking about. It is just loaded with these little trees. There's a few decent sized trees that I could climb with a saddle, but I gotta find an area to do that in. But I'm gonna show you that trail I just found. It's going right through there. I'm gonna follow this trail a little ways. Daggone mosquitoes is eating me up. But as soon as I get in here, I'm gonna follow this trail and I find something, like I'll get a hunting area or something like that, I'll get you turned back on. Alright, I got the camera set up right here. It's recording me. I'm gonna show you why. There. Right through there. I followed that trail and came out to this little somewhat opening here. You know, and it's got a lot of hog tracks in it. There's a pretty good bit of deer tracks in it too. I'm gonna let this one sit here for a couple weeks and come back out here. When I come back out, if it is just a bunch of daggum hogs, I'll probably just pull it down. And I've seen a few more Oh, I smell a hog. There's a few more spots back down up in there some more that I seen that will be a good spot. I start here and we'll go from there, you know, and see what's coming in and out of this trail. I'm gonna walk on out some more and make a big loop on the back side of this bedding area to see if there's anything, see what it looks like on the back side. The trail camera I just set up back there. I was walking out and I found a track that confirms I need to put the trail camera right there, because this track is coming directly from where I put the trail camera. But to mind you, it is in mud and it's all spread out like the deer when he stepped in mud, it spread his hoof out. But that is a pretty nice size. Go from right here where it quit sliding to his tip. That's a pretty good deer track. Pretty sure that's the buck track, and that's probably the buck I'm in here looking for. But let me get on out of here, and I'm gonna walk back on the back side of this bedding area once I get out of here. Well, we almost back up to the truck. So tomorrow I got 2 more cameras I'm gonna go pick up tomorrow. We're gonna have to ride the bicycle to go get them. A few videos back, you know, and it's the one that the card said full, and after I got home I realized it was a limb pretty much that kept tripping the camera. We did get some good video off of it, but for the most part it was just a bunch of wind. I did change the angle on it when I went out there a couple weeks ago and swapped it around, but I don't know if I moved it or turned it enough to stop the wind from kicking it off. But we should find out when I go tomorrow. If it says full again, I'll just find somewhere else, move it on down in there to where that trail's a little more concentrated.